I was a junior in high school, a friend of mine invited me to sleep on her dorm room floor during her sophomore year of college. It was homecoming weekend. Her sorority had like a Miss Homecoming nominee. So she stuck me in a campaign shirt, put me on a corner, and said, lie to everyone, tell them you're all freshmen, because I'll get in trouble if they find out you're in high school. I made up a major. I would walk people to their classes and get them to vote for this girl that I'd never met before. I couldn't vote for myself. I would like turn around and have lost my friend and like wouldn't know where I was. But in all honesty, like I never felt more at home. I competed in the Miss Alabama organization for a few years, and actually the girl that invited me to sleep on her dorm room floor was Miss Auburn University at the time. And then at Miss Auburn University, about 2 before her, was the first person that, the way that she talked about Auburn, I just knew that something was special here. It's why I wanted to go sleep on the dorm room floor of the friend of mine. And the way that she represented the university, I just knew that there was something special to be found here. And I really wanted the opportunity. I appreciate the scholarship money. My dad actually lost his job my senior year of high school, and so I had to pay for school myself. And the Miss Alabama organization gave me the ability to pay for school myself, and Miss Auburn University gets a full year's tuition scholarship. But it also was a moment to take all of the things that I'd learned throughout my Auburn experience and get to kind of turn around and be a role model and be an advocate and get to represent my university from a different perspective. Whenever it came to growing me the most, I'm great at talking to people older than me, I'm great at talking to younger kids, but whenever I came to college, I felt like to have to relate to people my age, but I'm like leading them in a tour was something that was difficult for me. And I wanted to make sure that every single student was able to see themselves on Auburn's campus, and so it's finding that perfect balance of, I want you to know my story and my Auburn experience so you can feel like you can do it too. But I also never want to tell you too much where if you think your experience won't be like mine, you won't find a home here at Auburn. And so it was really growing and challenging and trying to find that balance of it's about them, it's not about me. And it's just my favorite like people to see on campus or people who come up to me saying like, hey, you probably don't remember me, but you gave me my tour. When I talk to prospective students on a tour, I tell them that the thing that I thought about when I was a senior in high school trying to decide what school to go to was to ask the question, who do you see yourself to be in 5 years? What characteristics do you want to develop, and what school will cultivate those things within you? I believed that 5 years ago, and I knew that Auburn was the place for me to kind of develop those skills. But I feel like I created a set of limitations that Auburn far surpassed. And so I think I would just go back and tell her to stop and enjoy it. I think so often I was thinking about the next thing, the next involvement, the next position. Okay, now it's time to find a job and an internship, and I wish that it didn't take getting to the end of it and reflecting to see just how wonderful it was. And I think I wish that I could like bottle up how I feel right now and give it to my freshman year self that, 2 weeks in I was kind of sad and I didn't really know anybody, I didn't have friends. Just that reminder that like it really is going to be okay, and you made this choice at this school for a reason, and it is going to turn out the way you wanted it to.